Hi, welcome to your practice. Find yourself in a comfortable seated position. You can sit on a prop. I've got a block underneath me to make it easier to sit upright. When you arrive, push down into your seat to grow tall. Consider closing the eyes and taking a few normal breaths. Tapping into where you're starting today.
Gently allowing the eyes to open.
That helps take the edge off our edgy mind. And we'll switch the cross of your legs if you're sitting cross-legged. Interlace the hands, flex the palms away from you, arms overhead. Ground down into your seat to feel the natural rebound all the way up through the crown and through the palms of the hands. On your exhale, gentle twist towards the right. On your inhale, undo a little to grow tall. On your exhale, twist a little deeper. One more time. If you have further to go, as you twist behind you, turn the chin and look over the front shoulder for one extra breath. On your next inhale, come back to center. Interlace the fingers and switch the lace so it's awkward. Turn the palms inside out, arms overhead, or as high up as they go. Ground down into your seat to feel the natural rebound up through all the vertebrae, through the palms of the hands. And on your exhale, twisting to your left. On your inhale, unravel to get tall. On your exhale, twisting in. One more breath just like that. The next time you go, if you have further to go, as you twist towards the left, turn the chin to look over the front shoulder. Taking a breath cycle or so for nothing. On your next inhale, slowly unraveling, we'll come off our seat and we'll meet on hands and knees for a cat-cow. Really letting your breath dictate your movement. Wrist under the shoulders, knees under the hips. On your inhale, feeling the belly soften, the heart open, back and head towards the tailbone. On your exhale, rounding the other way. Letting the eyes possibly be open and noticing the shift in the view as your head changes. So on the inhale, you get looking up into space. On your exhale, you end up looking at the ground. That one will be your last. Coming back to flat back. And let's inhale the right leg and arm up into space. On exhale, feel the grounding. Inhale away from the center. On exhale to grounding. So if you think about your low belly as the center, you're reaching away on your inhale. And on your exhale, you're feeling the ground. Air and space, ground and stability. From the center, you expand into the air. From the center, you feel the ground. One more time. The next time you come back will be your last. Sitting back onto your heels, bringing the right hand out to the right elbow down, the left arm overhead. Staying in your side bend. And breathing. On your next inhale, the left hand turns palm face down to pull you up, and you go to the other side. Left hand down, bend the elbow, turn it in, right arm overhead. A few breaths here. On your next inhale, rising up, the right hand comes down, and we'll transition into downward facing dog or half dog. Feel free to come onto tippy toes on inhale and let the hips scoop back and up on exhale. One more time like that. I lied, one more time. Once you're in the pose, stay. Where your hip crease is like a triangle. Let that apex of the triangle pull up so that supports you and the rest of the muscles and bones can drape off of that. On your next exhale, pull forward into plank or half plank. On inhale, lift from the inner thighs back to dog or half dog. One more time with the movement. And then the next time we come forward, we'll lower all the way to the mat. Keep the toes tucked as you reach back through the heels, point the toes. On inhale, let the breath filling the heart lift you. Broaden across the collarbones like the exhale descends you. 2 more times. It's like you're not doing the work, like your heart filling up with air is lifting you. Your heart emptying is descending you. Taking the left cheek to the mat, the right hand to the low back. A few breaths into the low back. When I refer to your center, it is about this area between your belly button and your pubic bone, a little closer to your belly button that you'll be expanding from. Bring the hands back under the shoulders. Pull the shoulders away from the floor. Push up to plank. You can always lower to the knees because we'll be here a second. On inhale, lengthen from the back of the heels all the way through the crown of the head. On your exhale, over the front of the face, down the front of the body to the ankles. One more time so that the breath is doing your stability and strength. Downward facing dog. Sway the hips side to side. Let there be a little bit of movement. Coming back to stillness. Inhale onto the tippy toes. Exhale to step or jump towards the front of the mat. Inhale halfway, low back goes in and up. Exhale, folds. Push through both feet to rise all the way up. On exhale, hands through heart center, releasing to the sides. Let your right hand sweep up the right side of the body as you inhale. As you exhale, the hand comes down. Opposite side, feeling your ribs open, your chest open. A little nurturing. Either allow the eyes to close for this, or if the eyes are open, today let the gaze be soft, as if what you're looking at is 1,000 miles away. The next time your left hand comes up the side of the body will be the last. Inhaling the arms up, looking up. On exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway for length. Exhale, left foot back, left knee down, low lunge. Push through the feet to inhale up. On exhale, lengthen out the front knee, the back pinky toe. Lifting up a little bit, feeling the reach through your fingers like a string's pulling them up. And the legs can drape forward and back off of that. One more time, as if a friend lifts you from your wrists. And then the front knee lengthens, the back pinky toe grounds. On your next exhale, hands come down, stepping forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway for length. Exhale, folds. Right foot back, right knee down, Anjaneyasana. Inhale to rise, pulling the feet in, reaching out the front knee, the back pinky toe. As you pull the legs in like a friend lifts up the wrists. On the exhale, the legs lengthen forward and back, draping off that strength. As you inhale, the lift from the fingers as if strings are pulling them. Coming into the full version of the pose. Hands come down, step the foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway for length. Exhale, folds. Hands to the floor or the plot. They have to be to the floor. Step or jump to plank. Side plank on your left hand. Feel free to lower the knee. Bring the front foot in front.
or stay in your full version. If you're taking the starfish version, imagine someone pulling on your upper arm, your lower upper leg, so the rest of the body hangs down off of it. On exhale, floating down, downward facing dog, vinyasa, or child's pose, yogi's choice. We'll meet in plank position and do the opposite side on the right hand. You can lower to the knee, bring the top foot in front, or stack, possibly starfish. The arm and leg that are lifted, the strings are pulling those up so the rest of the body can soften off of it. Taking one more breath. On your exhale, lowering down, downward facing dog, vinyasa, child's pose. Beautiful. Meeting on hands and knees. And we'll set up for Gomukhasana arms. So if you need a strap, go ahead and grab one. And you place it over your right shoulder. Bringing the right hand, thumb face up. Reach up, pat yourself on the back. Left hand, thumb face down, around to clasp. Look down at your belly. So that moves back. Try to keep that back as the chin lifts. From that low belly, you can inhale into the low belly, and on exhale, lengthen down and up away from it, and it might give you more shoulder stretch. So you'll start from your inhale into this low belly, and on your exhale, you move up and down away from it. On your next inhale, releasing the arms. If you need to switch sides, feel free. Well, if you need the strap, put it to your left side. Left hand, thumb face up. Reach up, pat yourself on the back. Right hand, thumb face down, around to clasp. Look down at your belly. That's your center point. And then keep your belly in place as you lift your chin back to neutral. Inhale into your low belly. And on your exhale, lengthen down and up equally. You might get more stretch or sensation in the shoulders. Taking one or two more breaths. See if you can move away from that center on your exhales. Gently releasing the hands, and we'll come onto our bottom for Parsvottanasana, reverse table. Fingers, stage 1, are pointing out towards the side of your mat. Stage 2, towards your feet. Wrists, base of the thumb as wide as the middle of the shoulders or wider. Bend your elbows, squeeze them in, lift the low back in and up. That might be enough for you. Or you can push into the feet and lift the hips. On exhale, lower. One more time, coming up and staying up. Imagine a string on your sternum that's lifting it, and someone's grabbed onto the backs of the calves under the knees and is pulling forward towards the front of your mat so that your gaze can soften and you can push more through the base of the thumb and the pointer finger. On your exhale, lowering down, crossing the feet over, or however you'd like to transition into downward facing dog. Stage 1 can always come to standing to meet us. Stage 2, inhale the left leg to the sky, reach it through the toes. On exhale, we'll meet in a warrior 2. Rising up. Find your center. If it helps to bring your hand there, that's great. Inhale into your center, and then exhale away from that. Out each leg, up the spine, out each arm. So you notice your center on the inhale. On the exhale, you expand away from that a lot. In every direction. Let your gaze, wherever you're looking, be soft as if it's 1,000 miles away. If you need a break, straighten the front leg. Then re-engage, reach back, right hand to the waist, to the hip, left arm to the sky. Turning the heart up a little bit as you push into the hand to lengthen up. See if you can move down and up from that center on your exhale. On your next inhale, cartwheeling the arms up, hands down to the floor, stepping back, downward facing dog, vinyasa, or child's pose. Yogi's choice. Feel free to meet us in standing. Otherwise, inhale the right leg to the sky. Exhale brings it forward, warrior two. Back heel grounds as you rise up. You can always bring a hand to that low belly to remind you where to inhale into. And on your exhale, lengthen away from that. Out each leg, up the spine, out the arms. Let the gaze be soft, as if what you're looking at is 1,000 miles away. Check that the tongue is soft in the mouth. The corners of the eyes are soft. If you need a break, straighten the front leg. Then re-engage, reaching back, left hand to the hip, right arm to the sky or overhead. Let your left shoulder blade rise up to help open the heart. And on your inhale, inhale into the belly. And on your exhale, lengthen every direction away from that. Let the gaze be soft. On your next inhale, cartwheeling the hands down, downward facing dog, vinyasa, or child's pose. Yogi's choice. You can come from kneeling, or you can come from a down dog, bringing the left foot forward into low lunge. Push through the feet to rise up, getting the arms up, and then sweeping them wide behind you. Interlace the hands, bend the elbows, squeeze them together, straighten the arms. Push into your feet. Let your hands go down like the bottom of a kite, and your inhale fills the heart like wind filling the kite. On your next inhale, the heart lifts you, releasing the hands down. Tuck the back toe, try to step silently to plank. Downward facing dog. If you really need to take a vinyasa, take one. We'll meet with the right foot forward, the left knee down, in low lunge. The arms come up, then they come wide. Interlace the fingers, switch the lace so it feels awkward. Bend the elbows, squeeze them together, straighten the arms any amount. Ground like crazy into the feet, and imagine a child hanging onto your hands at the bottom of a kite string, so your inhale can fill the heart and lift it like a kite catching the wind. Let your gaze be soft. Soften the tongue and the mouth. On your next inhale, the heart lifts to release the hands. Tucking the back toe, lifting the knee, stepping back, downward facing dog. Feel free to come to standing first to transition. Otherwise, lift the left leg towards the sky. Imagine a string, lengthening it up so your body can drape towards the floor. Left foot comes forward, back heel grounds, warrior one rising up. Hands can be waist or to the sky. Hands can also be together, but let your fingers be soft. Find that center, your core. Inhale into it. And on your exhale, reach out both legs from that. Reach out the spine, looking up. So each exhale, you lengthen further away from that center. On your next inhale, your breath lifts you up. Right hand to the floor, the block, or elbow towards the knee as you twist. Push down to lift up. Push down into the hand or the arm and twist. Taking just one more moment here. On your next inhale into the belly. On your exhale, lengthen out in every direction from that. On inhale, unravel. Lower the back knee, heel toe the front foot out. Right hand comes forward towards the front of the mat. Reach back and grab onto your back foot with your left hand, letting the underarm roll towards the face, the chest open. Inhale into that belly and exhale, expand out in every direction. If that's too hard for you, you'll simply come onto your belly, bring the left forearm under the shoulders or forehead to the floor and reach back with the right hand. Either way, inhale into the belly, exhale, lengthen up, down, sideways away. On your next inhale, unraveling from where you are, we'll meet in downward facing dog. Imagine that apex at your hip creases, the top of a triangle that keeps getting pulled up so everything else can soften off of it. Stage 1, come to standing. Stage 2, right leg towards the sky. Let a string really lift it up so that you soften the torso off of it. On exhale, bringing it forward, warrior 1. Back heel grounds, inhale to rise up. Find your center. Inhale into it. And on exhale, lengthen equally out both legs, up the spine, out the soft fingers. You might have to do it in several stages, like down first and then up. Definitely go down the legs first. But your inhale into your center, your exhale expanding out. On your next inhale, the soft fingers lift you, twisting left hand to the floor of the block or elbow to the knee. Push down into the floor of the leg to lift and twist. Find your center. Inhale into it and exhale, lengthen every direction away. On your next inhale, unravel. Stage 1, go to your belly. Stage 2, lower your knee, heel toe your right foot out. Your left hand near the corner of your mat. Bend the back knee, grab onto the foot with the free hand. Rotate your left underarm towards your face. Think about that low belly, just below the belly button. Inhale into it. Exhale, spread down the legs, up the spine, letting the heart open. Taking another few breaths here. Soften the gaze. Soften the tongue and the mouth. On your next inhale, slowly unraveling, heel toe in. We'll step back, downward facing dog. Lower to the knees, bring the feet underneath you. We'll meet on our bottom. And then on our back. Setting up for bridge pose. Push into the feet to inhale and lift the hips. Walk the shoulders underneath, grab onto the sides of the mat, and pull against yourself so that you feel your shoulder blades come in and lift the heart. If you have further to go, inhale into the low belly And on exhale, lengthen down the legs, up the spine. Soften the gaze. Soften the tongue in the mouth. On your next exhale, go ahead and lower down. Walk the feet away from the body. Let the knees knock in. And notice all the moving and shifting energy in the body. Is it in the legs, in the belly, in the torso and chest and neck and head? We'll do that same version again, or if you're ready for it, we'll go into wheel, Urdhva Dhanurasana. We'll use that same action of the shoulder blades coming in to lift the heart and moving away from that center. So you can bring the hands behind the head on the ground by the ears. Push into the feet, lift the hips, come onto your head, pull the shoulders in, squeeze them together, and lengthen up. And inhale into the belly. Exhale down the legs, the shoulder blades push in to help open the heart. Soften the tongue in the mouth. You can be in bridge pose too, is fine. Taking one more breath here. And then slowly lowering down. Walk the feet another foot from the bottom. Let the knees knock in. And receive. Tongue is soft in the mouth. Where is there fluttering, pulsing, throbbing in the body? Is it in the legs and the chest and the arms? Or is it still in the center? We'll take one more back bend. Either bridge again or wheel again. Setting up. Push into the feet, lifting up. Inhale into the center. Exhale it down the legs. Inhale into the center. Exhale it up the spine, the shoulder blades. Rise into the heart. On your next exhale, tucking the chin as you lower down. Walk the feet another foot from the body. Let the knees knock in. Noticing where you feel sensations. Letting it spread out from that center. You can rock and roll over the spine, but I'll encourage you to roll to the side and push yourself slowly up, setting up for a twist. We will have the left foot back and the right foot in. The left hand is going to rest on the left thigh, right hand thumb face down, around to clasp the left bicep. Inhale into your belly and exhale, ground down, away from it and lengthen up. Then twist. If you have further to go, let your left hand slide down your leg towards your knee, straightening, and that will help you twist a whole lot more. Let your gaze be soft, as if what you're looking at is 1,000 miles away. On your next inhale, slowly unravel. Weight the right side a lot to undo the left leg. And then bring the right leg back, the left foot like you're coming into tree pose. The right hand rests on the right thigh, left hand thumb face down, around to clasp the bicep. Inhale into your belly. Exhale, ground down into your seat and twist. If you have further to go, start to slide your right arm down towards the knee, straightening the arm, and that will crank you into a twist. Let your gaze be soft and let it Gaze slightly down at the knees. On your next inhale, slowly unravel. Weight the left side a lot as you come out, and we'll transition on to our backs. Hugging the knees into the chest. On your inhale, open the knees wide. Let the knees move towards the front of the mat. On exhale, knees towards the armpits, and then squeeze in. A few more cycles like that. Reach in between the legs, grab onto the ankles, and let the legs dangle. So the hips are softening. Slowly releasing the hands, bringing the knees back in, extending the legs on the ground. Interlace the hands, turn them inside out, bring the arms overhead. From that center belly, lengthen down into your legs and up the spine towards the arms. Like a good friend pulls on your ankles and grabs onto the knuckles to pull. Slowly softening, letting the hands come back up. Interlace the opposite way, arms overhead. Belly moves towards the floor a little bit, and then lengthen away from that belly, down the feet, out the arms. As if a friend grabs onto your ankles and pulls. As if a friend grabs onto your knuckles and pulls. Moving away from that midline. Slowly releasing the hands to come back up. We'll take the arms to a T, the feet as wide as the sticky mat with the knees bent. And on exhale, let both knees drift towards the right. On inhale, come back up to center. Going side to side. Like your inhale, you come into your center, and your exhale, you lengthen up and down away from it. So the thighs lengthen away, the torso lengthens towards the skull. One more cycle. The next time your legs go to the left will be your last. As the legs come in, you can hug the knees into the chest. If you need happy baby or any additional poses, feel free to take them. And 4, you extend into your shavasana. Being conscious about all the parts of your body that are touching support. It might be the back of the heels, the ankles may be lifted and the calves may be touching. The backs of the knees may be unsupported, while the buttocks are firmly supported. Continuing from the feet up the body, noticing the spots that are receiving support. With the next few exhales, let the body soften into those parts of support. Like the body is broadening and widening and oozing onto the floor. Let the eyes soften deep back into the sockets. feeling the brain soften towards the back of the skull. Letting the tongue be soft and wide in the mouth, alive with sensation. The tongue is soft and wide in the mouth, alive with sensation. Allowing the body to be completely supported. The mind may begin to quiet and ease. The ego may release, and you may be left floating in your own amazing beauty to receive Shavasana. Gently beginning to allow awareness to drift back into the breath, and eventually into the body, inviting any movements you'd like back into the body. As you're ready, bending the knees, rolling to the right side for a few complete and luxurious breaths on your side. Using both hands to push yourself up to any comfortable seated position. Feel free to sit on something to make it easier to sit upright. Push down into your seat to rebound up through each vertebrae through the crown of the head. One last time today, inhale into the low belly, and on your exhale, send it down your legs and up your spine. Letting the breath fill the heart. As if with each inhale, you can feel the heart expand and lift off the grounded bottom. On exhale, the heart softens. Letting your breath fill the kite of your heart and watching it flutter as the wind leaves. Allowing the hands to come to heart center in Anjali Mudra. Bowing the head, gazing within, seeing the light within that shines brightly no matter what we're doing, saying, feeling, or thinking. Taking another breath to fan that light inside. On exhale, exhaling out the mouth, letting the mind soften. The end of your next exhale, lifting the chin back to neutral. Next exhale out the mouth, letting the mind soften. Normal breath cycle. May there be seeds of peace, and may all beings be at peace. Namaste.